What is going on, guys? My name is Weefies and welcome back to another video. In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the 10 least played games on the Hypixel server, old-fashioned countdown style. So if you do enjoy this video, be sure to leave a like and subscribe, and if you learned something new, then comment down below. And before the video starts, leave a prediction for what games you think are the least played, because some of these games I have never played. I mean, we all know Skyblock is the most played game at the moment, but for a while, me and my team, have spent a few days on Hypixel, looking at different games and averaging out how many players are on at a certain time. So yeah, hope you enjoy the video, and let's get started with number 10. At number 10, we have Warlords, with an average of about 19 people in queue total at a time. This is spread across 3 games. Domination barely has any players. I was only able to get a maximum of 5 players in Domination at one time. Team Deathmatch is also very, very low, and Capture the Flag is really much, it's pretty, it's keeping Warlords out of the number 1 spot with 22 concurrent players, as you just saw, which is the average that I've recorded. Number 9 is going to be Galaxy Wars, with an average of about 14 concurrent players at any given time. Galaxy Wars is one of those arcade games that just doesn't have a lot of population. I've personally never played it. I don't know, I've heard about it a little bit, but I can't give you guys much of feedback about the actual game and seeing if it's not worth playing. So I really don't know why it's so not popular, but it is the number 9 spot. Colder. At the moment, it only clocks in at 6 players, but on average, Hole in the Wall gets 13 players, putting it in the number 8 spot on our list. Overall, it's not a bad game. I'm pretty sure it used to be part of the party games or something before it got removed, and now it's just its own game and nobody really plays it that much. A lot of the unpopular games are arcade games. I think I have never actually played the Hole in the Wall minigame on its own, although I have experienced it through party games. However, that said, moving on to number 7. Number 7 is Bounty Hunters, with an average of 11 concurrent players at any given time. I have personally never played Bounty Hunters. I have no idea what the game is like, but it is another arcade game that just clocks in at a very low number of players. I don't know what it is about Bounty Hunters, because once again, I really have no comment. But now, moving on to number 6. Turbo Kart Racers comes at the number 6 place with an average of 7 concurrent players at usually any given time. Turbo Kart Racers, it's not played by a lot of people. I have played it a couple of times with a few friends, but never really just for the fun of it by myself. It's kind of like Mario Kart if you'd never played Turbo Kart Racers. It's an interesting game. I would recommend giving it a shot just for the experience. But that said, let's move on to the top 5. Coming in at number 5 with an average of 5 concurrent players is Dragon Wars. Now, I've seen it hit some all-time highs, and that's why the average might be a bit off of like 10 players, but Dragon Wars is just a very unpopular game. I've played it once, but I remember nothing of the experience, and it's one of those irrelevant arcade games that you don't see people play a lot. So maybe give the game a shot. It might be really fun, but you don't, and you never know. Moving on to number 4, and we are entering the top 4. So, if you haven't already left predictions and what the top 4 or 5 are going to be, comment down below, because I'm really interested to know what you guys think, because maybe there's some games that I haven't even thought of. But, you never... Oh, it's at 0. Okay. Coming in at number 4 is Throwout, with an average of about 3 concurrent players. Throwout comes in, I can't say the name, at the number 4 spot on our list. I have never played this game. Let's see what happens if we join the lobby, okay? Let's just see, for an experiment. Why not? Oh, it looks like punch other players off the map. Most kills in 4 minutes wins. Yeah, I've never played this in my whole life. Well, it doesn't seem like that bad of a game. You grab some friends, and you need 5 people. So you're going to need to grab 4 friends, and then you can play Throwout. Not sure if it's the best game ever, but it doesn't look that bad, and the map is beautiful. So overall, very unpopular game. That's what we can conclude from this. Moving on to the top 3. Coming in number 3 is going to be PvP Run. PvP Run gets an average of 4 players. This is a very big low, and yeah, I've played this game a few times. I'm pretty sure it's just TNT Run with armor and swords. I'm pretty sure that's what that is, but I've never actually played a full game of this game. I accidentally joined it once a few days ago, but I've never played it in my life. So, third most popular. That's number 3, but there's still 2 slots. So, let's see what number 2 and number 1 are. And at the number 2 spot is Arena Brawl. Personally, I have never played this game in my whole life. I never knew it existed until I made this video. It is one of the classic games, so it's around for a while. It's an oldie. So I have no idea what this game is all about, but it gets on average 1.5 concurrent players from the data that I've collected. Definitely a very not popular game, but that still leaves one slot open for number 1. And if you actually haven't placed your bet yet, then pause the video right now. Don't worry, I'll wait. Nothing's gonna happen. And leave your bet in the comments. What do you think is the least played game on Hypixel? It's definitely not Skyblock. And yeah, we're moving on to number 1. Coming in at number 1 is Enderspleef. I have never played this game my whole life, and let me tell you, there is never anyone playing this game. The highest I've ever seen for players in queue or in the game above the player menu is 5. That is the highest value recorded for Enderspleef that I have noticed. However, I may be wrong here. This is just for the data that I collected over the span of about 5 days. And look at that! 1 player just joined. But with a very, very low average of like 0 players, rounding down. Enderspleef is the least played game on Hypixel. I have no idea how it works, and I can't even play it in a private game because I need more players in my party. So yeah, and the player left. That's Enderspleef in a nutshell. Nobody plays. However, guys, that is the top 10 list of the least popular games on Hypixel. If you have enjoyed, consider leaving a like and subscribe. It would mean the world to me. But that's all said and done. I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video, and peace out. Hope you did enjoy.